The last full-length record we made was called Resolve, and it was in 2005. So we are lagging badly. But we made an EP in 2008 or something. I don't know. We made this little EP called, I think my older brother used to listen to Lagwagon. And it doesn't feel like it counts because it wasn't a full LP. I made 2 records with 2 different other bands, like bands. I've made a lot of records since the last Lagwagon record, and that's just really coincidence. It wasn't like I chose to make these other records with other bands. We just haven't made a Lagwagon album in a while.
Milano, would you care to dance with me? Yes? Sissy?
I have a reason that I haven't woke up one day and said, oh, here we go. I haven't had that epiphany, you know, this idea of what Lagwagon is now, what our next chapter is, or, you know. I'm trying to say this without sounding pretentious, but I think every time I ever wrote a record for Lagwagon, I always sort of knew the identity of the band and what was supposed to happen next. And for years, it's been really kind of a source of almost like depression for me, because I don't understand what my band's supposed to sound like. And I don't feel like bands should make records if they don't know that, because it comes without integrity and conviction. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just waiting for my muse. And as I get older, they don't come around as often. When we made the EP, I think my older brother EP, those songs were originally composed for my first solo acoustic record, and I had already recorded them, and the band was kind of on my case, you know, like, come on man, let's make a record. And I said, well, I have these songs, and made the mistake of, you know, bringing them to the band, and I don't think the band really liked the songs for them, you know, no one felt very good about it. But once we started working on them, there's this misconception that once you start putting any energy into something that you have to see it through. I don't think that's true, but we did, and we made that EP, and I like the EP, but it's, of course, those are like my babies, you know, the songs. I mean, I like it, but I think a lot of people that were Lagwagon fans didn't understand it, and it doesn't sound like a Lagwagon record. Just so I don't sound crazy, we've been talking a lot about this for years now, the band, and they understand what I'm saying when I say this, and we all have ideas of what it should be, and it's starting to gel now. So just in the last year, we've been touring a lot, and I think because we've been touring a lot, everybody's starting to kind of know we're starting to have a better understanding of what it's going to be. I think it's going to be really, really different, but I think it's going to sound more like some really old stuff that we did. But I think it's going to be maybe more metal than it would be punk. We had a lot of years that I think the band just was trying, everybody was there was a power struggle. It was like everybody was trying to make that home the way that it was for them originally. And everybody has a different idea of what that's supposed to be. When you've been in a band a long time, it's normal for any family, I think. And there were many years that we just, you know, there was sort of like a lack of respect for each other, and that you can't have that. I like to compare it to a dog that gets old. At some point, the dog just gets tired and lies down and goes, okay, just scratch my belly and I'll be happy, you know? And it's the simpler things that make you happy. And I feel like everybody in the band just this year or something, we've sort of all figured out that we can't have these expectations, you know, of everything just being exactly how we all want it to be. And so now there's like a little bit of a rekindled fire in the band, and it feels good. You know, we're getting along and we're playing well, and there's some respect coming back into play, and that's, you know, that's all you need.